Yo, this Shadow, how you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream, guys. So, here we are building from a very, very hot bedroom. It's extremely hot here in the UK right now. More than what we're used to. So, and it's gonna get hotter tomorrow. So, I'm keeping an eye on my temps, guys. I don't have everything turned up on the fans. Tay-Tay, how you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day. Same to you, Shadow. All good? It is all good, my friend. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hey, hey, hey. What's it talking about? Yeah, no, temps. We're a little bit high on the GPU. I'm just seeing what it's like in just normal mode right now, because at the moment my bedroom is about 29 degrees. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but that's quite hot. Hey Jeremy, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just keeping an eye on everything, so we'll go from there. So where were we? We were literally working out what else we needed to do to this, and what we needed to do to this was to make the top section look like this. A lot of work to do, guys. So, my thoughts are, let's just crack on, go with it, see what happens, and go from there, guys. But I do hope the stream finds you well. Whoops, wrong one. There you go. Right, that's about the right height. Rolls back here, guys. But no, I hope you're all having a good week. Halfway through it, the working week. Hope you're all good. It has been incredibly hot, like I say again here in the UK. It's been lovely this week because it's kind of been a very dry heat. So it's kind of been completely the opposite to Florida. So that's moved. Where last week it was like mid-20s, but it was 100% humidity. It was crazy. You just like every time you moved, you just sweat a bucket, literally. It was insane. Hope they make Planet Coaster 3. Well, they need to sort this out first before they go that way, Tay-Tay. But hey, I'm not being negative. Just being honest. There won't be a Planet Coaster 3 for probably about another 8-9 years, even if they bother this time. I don't know if you've seen it, the new Jurassic Evolution 3, is it? I think it's basically Planet Coaster with Planet Zoo and Jurassic all in one. So they've basically molded the 3 games together. Which I think is going to be an interesting combination of bug fixes. Being positive and all. Hey Nick, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Like I say, it's been nice the last couple of days, but it's just been like we haven't had a cloud in the sky for 3 days. That's how it's been over here in Milton Keynes, in sunny old British Isles. You know, and we don't normally get that. And when we do get that, it's not that it's unbearable. It's completely bearable, but you know, we don't have, how can I put it, the likes of everything being air conditioned and stuff like that, like you do in America. So it's one of those things. But hey, we'll get there one day over here. One day. We'll have to if our summers keep getting hotter like they are, because it's you know, I mean, I got got to ride home. I can't bike ride in this weather right now. I'll be absolutely cream crackered. I already am, just from work. It was a big, Tesla Model Y or whatever it is, the big thing. Not the scissor door one, you know, the wing doors, the other one. He had the aircon on full blast, and wow, it was the coolest I'd felt all day. Don't know why, even though I've been in and out of the freezer. Spent most of the day in the freezer, to be fair. You know, we have these walk-in fridge freezers, so I'm only joking. I don't spend my day in there, but when I do go in there, I spend an extra 30 seconds in there just to kind of like cool the clothes off, and then when you walk back out, it's like, I'm not sure if it's double worse, because like double is bad. I don't know what the expression would be, but worse. It's not double. When you walk back out into the heat. But like I say, the heat here at the minute is like a dry heat. It's not like we had the last 3-4 weeks where it's just been very, very humid. Extremely humid. No matter what you kind of done, you just haven't been able to get comfortable, you know? Like, it's even nice having a cool shower. But the problem is the cool shower helps for the time you're in the shower. The second you get out, you're like, ugh. Like last night, I went for a little walk and a cigarette about 12:30 because I could not get comfortable in bed. It was so hot. And tonight it's going to be worse because the problem is there's no wind. I'm looking at the trees that normally bend left and right, always. They're just straight up. There's no wind, the leaves aren't moving, and they're probably a good 75 foot, 100 foot high, quite easily, from my position, because they're up on the canal. The canal's good, I don't know, 20-30 foot up from where I am. But yeah, it's literally like kind of being in, I'd probably say the place that I can relate it to. Why did I do that? It's kind of like a Spanish heat, just a nice dry heat, but it's quite searing, the sun. I know that sounds absolutely stupid, but you only know what you mean. You only know what I mean if you live in the UK. And it's a bit like when you compare Floridian weather. It's very much, if you're a Floridian or you've been to Florida, you know exactly what the person's talking about. Where not many people travel to the UK. But hopefully you will soon. Well, 7-8 years time, 6-7 years time, however long it's going to take to build the old Universal UK, as they say, the field, as old Digital Dan calls it. No, I hope you're all good. I hope you're all having a good week. Planet Car Dealer and Planet Hotel, they probably will now. I don't know, but they need to sort the base bugs out in the game first. I mean, it can't just be me that notices these things, or am I just too much of a perfectionist that's the reason why I get fixated on these things? I don't know. Like the tree there, it just looks, it don't even move fluid. You know, I'm getting like 80-90 frames a second at the minute, and that is, it's just like, don't make sense. Planet Cruise would be cool. Yeah. I don't know, managing a cruise ship. I mean, what could you do once you built it? Just like, I mean, from a management perspective, I guess it would be quite cool. But yeah, just going back to that whole Jurassic 3 thing, or Lost World, whatever it is, you can now build buildings like you can in this. So they've basically copied the game dynamics across and incorporated it into the Jurassic World feature, which I think is quite cool. Actually, I think that's quite a good thing to do, because I played Jurassic World or Jurassic Part 1, whatever you want to call it, and I got bored quite easily because it was just place buildings down. Yes, you can individually place your rocks and terrain and trees and bushes. But you know what I'm like with me rocks, trees, bushes, get bored. You know. Right, what did we do? We didn't about that actually. We're a little bit more. Double check they're not glitching, which there's not. Always one. Always one, Marge. I don't know why that one's so far out, but anyway. Living diagonal piece. Whoever come up with that idea, I want to meet them and just like give them a cheeky little slap and go, why? Why? Or is it just me? I do not see the point of that. I'm sorry. It is getting hot in here. Sheesh. CPU 69, GPU 71, motherboard 68. They're max temps, obviously. Tomo, Phantom, guys, how are you? Tomo, unfortunately, yeah, you were trounced, mate. I seriously thought everyone would go Planko 1. I really did. I'm getting bored of me making stuff out of the same pieces. But then, to be fair, this now has at least its own little distinct look and character, which is all I'm trying to go for on these. So, you know, it's working. To a point. And it is minimal detail, but at least we've got something up the top here instead of just the edge of this. And the bamboo kind of just disguises the pipe enough to make it look, I guess, like it's holding it up. I guess what I could do is with these bits is feed a little bit off there so it makes it look like it's holding it. Don't need to do it anywhere else because we've got the rocks and stuff, so the rocks are kind of holding it up, which is good. So yeah, we'll do that actually. Let's do this. That looks so much closer than it did, but then I don't have my little thingy point. Don't like how it's covering up that. Solved. Do that. We'll grab that. We'll grab that. No, a little bit more. That done. Dun, dun, dun. What is this pain? Split. Sorry guys, I'll catch up on your messages in a second. That. So many things you have to go through just to move that one piece. that no one's ever going to see or notice. There. So we just want that bit to be just there. Yep. That works perfectly. Look at that. I'm going to have the uprights here, but they're going in at these points. So you'll have that kind of holding that up. So yeah, it kind of all makes sense, I guess. You reckon, guys? I am extremely hot, extremely red, so my apologies. Yeah, I'm about the same, mate, to be honest with you. That would absolutely be perfect, actually. Just a bowl full of ice and water. That'd be lovely. I do have Planet Coaster question that I wasn't able to find an answer to. When placing a path like a wooden deck, is there a way to ensure the texture stays relative to the path? So like what this? So this here, for instance, Mike, yeah? Right, okay, hold on. So if we go here and we select, you want to go to, double click on the path, go to customize style, and then you can select what you want. Oh, hold on. Then you want to go back and then click customize brush, and then you can change it to what you want it to be. So wood wise, I mean, obviously there's not a great selection. Suppose I could cut. See, to me that's more of an indoor kind of wood. Asphalt, tarmac. Yeah, you just got your normal 2 different types of wood. You know, I don't know. Totally up to you, mate. However you want to do it. I don't know what copy existing. Oh, right. So you click that, and it grabs whatever one it is. Cool. That's a nice little feature. Learn something new every day. So yeah, there is a way, but it's limited choice, basically, buddy. Unfortunately. I just don't like how these slats look all the same, so I'm going to have to duplicate that, I think, somehow. Just looks all a little bit repetitive. Yeah, it is what it is, mate. Yeah, there's no way of orientating that in any way, shape or form. No matter where you put it, it will always be... Oh no, let's get a different angle. But look, the whole area now is the same. And I can't change that. That is the same angle. So it is literally the same angle wherever you put it. Yep. So, yeah. That's why what I've always done is use both of them and I separate them a little bit just so it kind of breaks it up a tad. So like what you could do is you could have like all your entrances a different one, you know. It's totally up to you how you do it, but it just, you know, do it so that it kind of looks fairly real. You know, just doing the odd one and stuff I guess works, but I'm not sure. That's what I've done in the past anyway. But yeah, crazy one, man. That's kind of why I did that as well, because it looks a little bit more natural than the other wood. I mean, the only thing is it's not very level, but it is what it is. It's meant to have that kind of look. I just don't like how repetitive it looks right now. Should we say? Oh, what can they do for Planet Car Dealer? No idea. No idea. The problem you have is you have stuff like, if any of you guys know of it, but like Theme Hospital and stuff like that. They were kind of the games to have, which were very, they were basically off the back of Theme Park, the game. Was it Theme Park? I'm sure it was. I'm just trying to find a piece, guys, bear with me. And they came off the back of that, so you had Theme Hospital, Theme... For the life of me, I can't quite remember, but they were the kind of like the games of Roller Coaster Tycoon and stuff back in the day, you know. I don't know. I guess there's probably... I don't know. I mean, would there really be any money? You wouldn't be able to get any IP really into Theme Hospital, would you? Unless you did like... I don't know what it is now, the kind of like programs that everybody watches, because I don't watch TV. But you know, for me it was like ER and stuff like that, I guess. But then why would you want to? Yeah, I don't know. I doubt that makes sense. Cruise one could be quite cool, but then it would be very limited to a point. But I mean, they can't even get what they love right, a theme park game. So exactly, Tomo. Exactly. Joe, I was playing the other day. Excuse me. Crash Bandicoot. I downloaded that and playing it in 4K. That was good fun. Quite nostalgic. But then I remembered it's so easy to fall down the gaps in the pathway. And then I got frustrated. I went, oh, do you know what, I'm done. But it's when the Mars thing comes out and it goes, oogly oogly. No, what have been? Oogly boogly. I don't know, whatever it is. Oogly boogly. It's great. Just reminds you of more simple times, you know. Also, I saw something on Facebook where someone shared Gaz's goal back in '96 against Scotland, which I still regard as his best ever goal. And I just put on, I can't remember what it was, what a talent he was. And I just put on there, yeah, it's such a shame of the alcohol with a blue heart, if you know what I mean, because he would have been, even after football, I think he would have been such a person to look up to or whatever. But unfortunately, the alcohol got hold of him and, yeah, destroyed him. But I had a few people comment on it and agree and stuff like that. I thought, actually, that's quite nice. It's nice that people think that way sometimes, you know. There's not enough of that. Truth. Facts, unfortunately. What do we reckon, guys? I think that works. Yeah, I did used to watch football. Back in the day when it was football. Or soccer. If we can do this. We can do this. Yes, we can. Nice. Over up the bodge join. Those bits. I'm also suffering with hay fever at the minute. Keep waking up and my eyes are like, barely see a thing. It's terrible. It really is. You know what would be nice right now, Tomo? Yeah. It'd be nice to go for a little walk. It's a nice little beer garden and not get trolleyed, just have a couple of shandies and just talk and chat, or just surf your phone if you're a loner like me. That'll go down a treat right now. I know it would change eventually. The 90s were the decade, man, of football. I'll tell you. You youngsters don't know what you've seen until you watch the likes of Thierry Henry and people like that. I mean, he was more late 90s, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it was in the 90s. Sure it was. Was it? I'm sure it was. Yeah. But then I'm talking all Arsenal anyway. I'm not going to say why. Don't want any haters. Just a couple of shandies. Just something nice with a little ting. Just nice. Not full on sesh. Just literally just to chill. You know? Last year, 45 minutes drink it. That kind of chill, you know? Mind you, I'll probably glug the first one because I'm so hot. I do chat some horse, don't I? Yeah, it's going to look good once it's all the way around there. I'll tell you what, the reflections aren't as good in this game either, I don't think. Don't know why. Just I can tell they're palm trees because obviously they're palm trees there, but what I'm saying is if you look, it disappears. Why? I've got it on full. Really strange. I prefer the old game for that. Just a nice chilled one. Nothing crazy. Just a couple of drinks and then, you know, you cooled down a bit and just chatting with friends. That's all. That's what I'd like to do. See if we can cheat this, guys. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, but you have 4 quick shandies or 4 quick pints. I know who's going to be standing up at the end of it, and that's going to be me. Mind you, actually, 4 shandies would probably knock me to the ground right now. When was the last time? I think I had a beer at Christmas. Maybe a Bucks Fizz. Yeah, that was the last drink I had. I'm a good boy. That's mad, isn't it? I used to love drinking, man. I think I've said it before. The only reason why I stopped was because I started feeling crap the next day. Just couldn't be arsed, couldn't be bothered with it, pardon language. And I'll never forget on that Gaza goal, yeah, that was the one time I've seen my dad drunk as a literally, yeah. I remember I was playing a computer game. I think it was like Sim City. I can't quite remember. And I had the football on in the background because I don't know why. I think I'd had an argument with mum or dad or whatever. And I just remember him being in the living room shout. No, that was why I was. That it all came back to me now. That was why I was in my room. Because he was shouting, screaming at the TV, and he'd only had like a couple of what was he drinking? I think it was Jack Daniels, I think, if I remember correctly. Anyway, it only had a couple of shops at this time, or glasses, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I've then jogged on into my bedroom, stay out of the way, let him crack on, be who he wants to be, kind of thing, like you do. And all I remember is watching Gaza score and my dad going absolutely berserk. Like I've never heard him or anyone at that point in my life be like that. Anyway, lo and behold, he's now 2/3 of the bottle through. A big JD. I don't know, not the big one, but the one, I don't know, where it's really large at the bottom, about that height, I guess. But it was quite large, it weren't the slim one. And, anyway. Yeah, pissed us apart, basically. And my mum come in, and she blamed me. She was like, why didn't you stop him? I'm like, I've never seen Dad drink. Bearing in mind I was like 15, I think I was 16, 17 at that point. And I'd never seen my dad like properly drink. I'd seen him have a drink at barbecue and have a little bit of a laugh and stuff like that, but like properly drink, never. And I didn't know what he was doing, did I? And anyway, there was about that much left in the bottle. I'll never forget that. One, I got the blame for it, and two, yeah, just the Gaza goal just reminds me of that. That's all. Bit old, but yeah. Nervous twitch then, guys. Sorry. Okay, so we need bamboo. Bamboo, haroo. We need to copy paste that. We need to grab that. And we need to put that on the end. Copy paste that. We need to grab that. Grab the thing. Put it on the end. Yeah, we can't go too far with them, right? Because we don't want them popping through, do we? Right, next one. Copy that, grab that, move that, thank you. Do you don't eat? I'll do. Grab that, grab that. Repetition, guys, repetition. Nice one, Phantom. I'm literally just like, just relax, kind of chill. That's all I'd like to do right now. And the fact that I'm not working tomorrow is always a bonus. But, Tomo, tomorrow, mate, it's gonna be hot. Like, you think today's hot? Nah, mate. Tomorrow hot. Gonna be hot. Really hot. Where am I going? Alright. You. Hold on, need to check the temps. I ain't looked for a while. 69 on the CPU. That's alright. 68 on the board. 71, max 72, max 69. 69, we're all good. Sorry guys, I just don't want to ruin it as I've only just got it, you know? I was umming and ahhing whether to stream. I mean, I can whack the fans on full, but the problem is with them, it sounds like an aircraft taking off, and I don't want to upset Sophie, so I don't want to rack up a huge electrical either. So yeah, I got the air fan going, blowing at the computer, so it's sucking in cold air, and then it's all going through. It's all doing job. It's all doing good. One more. I think that looks alright, you know. I quite like that. I just don't know if they look right on the wonk, whether they need to be great. And that one's fairly straight. Yeah, they need to be in line with those. It just lines up the symmetry in my head a little bit better. And if it's right in my head, everyone's going to love it. Oh, I've learned from my builds not to sound too big-headed. It's just those little tweaks, like I always say, guys, makes a big difference. The unconscious state of mind, I think, is what I'm going to call it from now on. The subconscious. Consciousness. Consciousness? I'm just chatting, guys. You guys are gone all quiet. It's insane. It's... Here you go, guys. I'll show you. What is it? So it's saying it's only 24 degrees right now. Not in here. So tomorrow, today was max at 27, but on the van it said 29. Thursday 29, Friday 29, Saturday 30. Drops a little bit with some wind on Sunday, so that basically means we've got no wind for 4 days. We'll have to see on the temps of the computer, guys. I'm just quite chatting the streams, but I'm just, you know, need you guys. I don't know what to talk about. What do I need to? What do I talk about? Yeah, no, it's hot. It's very hot. But I've taken this big floppy black thing away because the top of the computer is an exit, so that actually restricts it somewhat. So that now, I think taking that out decreased the temp by about 4 degrees. Because the radiator's in the top, you see, so I haven't really got worried too much about dust going in because that's an exit point, so that's okay, and it's actually a lot better flowing now. The only problem is it's under my desk, and where are my legs? I'm under the desk, so the big floppy mesh thing, which is black. I noticed it when I said it, Tomo. But she's doing all right. Where is she? She's 72 degrees max on the graphics card, running at 70. PC, CPU, sorry, 6768. Motherboard, 67, which is the CPU, so that's the max temp. So it's all running fine. Like I say, I can put the fans on, but it just literally, it sounds like I'm stood in a chiller at work, and I have to listen to all those all day anyway. This, if it gets hotter and it needs more, I'll turn them up, obviously. I'm not silly. I will figure that one out. When needs must. I turned that again on world. But it's streaming alright, guys. I haven't checked. Yeah, and haven't dropped any frames. We're all good. I think that looks alright, guys, you know. I really do. I'm still umming and ahhing about these bits. I'm not too sure about those. They just look a little bit disjointed. And it doesn't... I don't know. Maybe if I put some... the wooden turtle on it, maybe. And stuff like that. Put a couple of tikis in front of them or something. Maybe that will work. Hello, where are we? You. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Cool, man. Hi, Lars, if you're watching back. I don't even know where I don't. My mum and dad had my yearbook, I think. I don't know. I might have it. Might be in the suitcase. The suitcase I haven't opened in about 7 years. Right, now we've got to do the inside. Yay, me. Kind of makes sense though, doesn't it, guys? On that bit, yeah. I've got to do the other side of it yet, mate. If that's what you're talking about, I'm not sure. Just pop the Typhoon Lagoon, mate. You get the same vibe. See, now why can't this line be on it all the time when you move something like that? Kind of works. Cool, man. I think that works. Guys, I'm just literally going to pop outside for a quick, you know what, because I am absolutely burning up in here. So what I'll do, I will leave you with some people that have just come into the park. Won't be long. I just need a quick toilet stop as well. Pit stop, Ryan. And I will just reset the music for you all. Be back in a few moments, guys. Right then, guys, I'm back. So I've had to put the fan on the desk now and on me because it's just too blooming hot. So I just need to keep an eye on temps, make sure they're not going through the roof, which they're not. So we're good. Right. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for joining. Smash that like if you haven't already, guys. It'd be very, very, very much appreciated. I was trying to watch the stream outside, but it wouldn't load on my phone for some reason. Don't know why. Looking good though. It's definitely getting there. Those levels are building. Once we get some more vegetation in here, a little bit more kind of palmed areas and plants and bushes and all sorts, it will really start to come together. I suppose I better just do instead of say, hadn't I? Yeah. Sound a bit like Peter there. Yeah. Yeah. Method behind my madness here, guys. I do two at a time. Hopefully, I'll be able Cheers, Mike. Well, if I gave you a mid one, you'd probably think so. You know what? I haven't watched Family Guy in ages. So, hold the line. So that... Why is that not the same angle? Very true. Very true. I wonder if I do look a bit like him when I'm on my bike. I'm going to have to ride to work in shorts and t-shirt, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. And then get changed at work, I think. I'm a bit of a sweaty Betty when it comes to exercise and moving about. I mean, I'd literally, yeah, not going to go into it massively, but anyway, it is what it is. I don't smell, I keep myself clean, it's just I sweat a lot. It is what it is. Always been that way. Doesn't matter what diet I have, how much fluid I have, whether I have none or more. I just, yeah. It's crazy. So, you can only imagine going to work in your work uniform on a bike. I've been doing it because the temperatures have been okay, but it's just it's intolerable at the moment. Oh, it's a pain in the arse, mate. It always has been. I'm not going to talk about what was going through my head right then. Family channel. Any heterosexual men out there would understand what I was thinking. For some reason, that's actually not a problem. It's just high. Don't know why. Yeah. Da, 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 da. That's a bummer. Mind you, can we... Be smooth. We go to the big one. It sticks. Obviously, I shouldn't be talking like that then. Everyone's gone quiet. What was I missing? Don't worry. Ignore it. I'm not doing it all again. It's just funny what pops into your head at a certain time. Don't know why. Find myself a girlfriend, I think. Actually, no, I don't. I really don't. I really don't. I need alone time. That's what I need at the minute. Need to get building. Need to spend a lot more time doing this. Not doing enough. That wasn't what I meant by it. I just meant as in not in a relationship. Anyway. I'm sure there are, guys. You know how to make me laugh. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to think what bit of rock to use. I don't know whether to have it flat and then have it curved or just by missing again. Big. I'm not. Kill it. Kill it. Why? What is going on here? Why after all this is this now doing this? It keeps rising up. Why does it keep rising up? Doing that, then that, then that, back to normal. Oh, I know why. Not level, that's why. Hey Trev, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're well. Busy building for a change. So why is that now done? Everything's all good now, mate. I have no excuses now. Literally. We're there with the internet, we're there with the computer, we're there with Planko 1, we're there with Planko 2. Finally. We are up and running properly for the first time since I started the channel. Like, properly. Not having to worry about anything. Apart from temps. Alright, so the desk fan actually made 1-2 degree difference. It's fine. I think the only game I actually have to worry about is Call of Duty, believe it or not. It's quite an intense game in full graphics. Oh, we're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. We've nearly finished something. Nice. Perfect. Look at that. Have it. Have it. Running the new AM5 setup now, so I've got 9700X, still got the 4080 graphics card, 850 board, and only I got 32 gig of RAM. Remember, I got 32 RAM. Yep, 32. I didn't get 64 because I couldn't afford it. So there's still room for improvement within the next 5 years, but to be perfectly honest with you, I don't need any more. And that was the cheapest, most sensible, most efficient way of upgrading instead of going for like a 9950X, which are, for what it cost me to do this whole thing with the keyboards, the mouse, the headphones, the case, the fans, the GPU cooler, the CPU cooler, the CPU, the RAM, the board. That's how much a 9950X is at the moment. So I feel good about it in a way. The fact that I could have gone the other route, but it would have ruined me, where this route hasn't really ruined me. And I've done it for the price of one single CPU. So I'm not doing anything with graphics cards. I'm happy as I am. I can run Grand Theft Auto 5 in was it over 100 frames a second in 4K on ultra ray tracing, and I can also play this. This is running at about 120, I think, roughly at the minute. COD runs again in ultra graphics, no stability issues, no problems, no nothing. Runs at around I think it's around 80 to 110, depending on what you're playing, who you're playing, whether it's live, whether it's single player, and all that kind of stuff. So it's made a big difference, a huge difference. Just in like downloading stuff as well, and like writing everything, installing. It's literally, I had to do 3 updates when I turned it on today, and I was like, oh, here we go. That was the old me kicking in, like, oh, how long is this going to take? Because it took so long. Well, now, with the internet and everything, you know, this thing will write up to 7,500 megabytes. MBs. A second. So, when I download a game, the only thing restricting is whatever your internet speed is, to be fair. It literally, it's just ping, 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 ping. It's amazing. I love it. It's like loading the games. It hasn't made any difference to Planko 1 in loading. Loading is still about the same, to be perfectly honest with you. But the gameplay and that is amazing. I mean, if you saw the stream, I did a stream the other night, about a week ago, just testing half the setup because I was waiting for the case to arrive, and we went for a walk around Magic Kingdom, and I was watching the stream back last night, just looking at the quality of it, and I was like, wow. So yeah, let's go up my game a bit. I know the last, how long have we been going in this stream? Hour and a half. So the last 3.5 hours of streaming, you know, it's been real time, but that now is looking pretty decent. I'm enjoying this. So we've got to finish off around this little bit at the bottom. We've got to put the uprights in here. And put the uprights in around here and through here, and then through this section as well, and then up here. I think that looks wicked. Getting there. Intel CPUs are in a bad spot. Well, the thing I've noticed with the 50 series is the actual benchmarks and everything of like what I do, as in just standardized everything. The 40 series isn't really that different, if you know what I mean. It's weird to explain. This whole AI thing they got going, where it's multiplying the images and all this kind of stuff and creating frames and everything, it also makes the games, I don't know if you've watched anyone play on the 50 series. Yes, it looks amazing, but I don't want to say motion blur, but it just, something don't look right to me. And I'm very happy where I am. I don't need anything more. I'm very happy. I'm a very lucky man. Got all you guys to help me out with it. But obviously it's what I do that you guys will love. Not what I chat about. Not what opinions I have. Exactly. It's really odd. I find it hard to look at them, but again, that's me. It's just my view. So I'm not that fussed. I would quite happily, if something came up and I could get a 4090 Ti, but only if like the unimaginable happened. But no need for it. I'm for what I play and what I do. My main purpose was to get it running stable for you guys and to be able to give you guys the quality that I want to give, but also what I think you guys deserve, because you sit here for hours watching me do what I do. And if I can give that back to you with doing the whole 4K, because this is all 4K and everything I play is running in maximum graphics, and it's not missing a beat at all. It's unbelievable to think how my gaming experience started out and how it's been and how long it's taken to get me to where I am today. It's just insane. And I love it, and I can only thank you guys enough. And I know it's not because, how can I put it, it's not solely being paid for by you guys. I'm having to put up quite a bit of money each month to be able to do this, but what I mean when I say your support and everything like that is helping the channel get going, because if the channel hadn't have got going, I wouldn't have made this commitment, and I can't thank you guys enough just for that. Because it's given me, not to get too lovey-dovey, all emotional crap and all that stuff, but it's given me the spur to get on with something in life instead of just go to work and do nothing, This gives me a purpose, and I know it gives a lot of people purpose too. And I know that not a lot of the people will agree with how I go about the channel. That's the reason why I'm probably going to make it a little bit less, like I keep saying, personable, etc. But at the same time, share a joke, share an experience. It's all good fun, I reckon. And go from there. I know I'd probably have 10 times the amount of subscribers if I hadn't have publicised what I went through last year, what I've been going through, etc. Some people are like that. I get that. And I get when people say you're a content creator. Yes, but at the same time, when people come to the channel, they don't know what the channel's all about. It's very different to everybody else. And yes, I don't get asked to do, feature creators, all that kind of stuff. I understand it completely, because they probably don't want their game publicised through me. But at the same time, I sit there and I think, well, there's an element of truth that you have to give people, and you know, stuff like this, I find honesty is the best policy, and the reason being is because it's a lot of money to get yourself wrapped up in, and if you spend 60, I don't know how much it is now, is it 30, 40 quid? You know, that's still a lot of money to be able to invest something in, and at the end of the day, with how buggy it is, I can imagine anybody. I don't know if you've noticed actually, there's not a lot of Planco 1 special builders playing Planco 2. You know, they're whether they're building in the background and holding back, I'm not too sure, but your normal content creators, they're not really playing Planet Coaster 2. They're not really doing anything at the moment, which is quite interesting. But it's like Combat Wombat. I don't know if any of you follow him. He's a well-known Planco 1 player, and he's only just released something he's built on Planco 2. So, I mean, I don't think I really have to say any more about the game. I mean, the game is what the game is. It's got huge improvements over the previous one. I totally appreciate that. I like how it looks to a degree, but I prefer the old one. If the old one had had this done with the lighting, the global illumination, with the ray tracing, that game would have been spot on. Spot on. Yes, it would have been nice to have the paths. I like the pathing. I'm getting used to it. I love the fact that we can create things like this. I think it's brilliant. The water park aspect of it, like I said, I had no interest in it. It weren't for me. I didn't request it. I didn't need it. I don't think it even entered my head, literally, the whole time I played Planet Coaster 1. But the reason why I've embraced it is because a lot of this has got so much going wrong with it, and if you would just go and buy a game after seeing me play and think, crikey, I can do all that, and then I've lied through my teeth, and you start to realise the reason why you have to do things the way you have to do them is because of the way the game is and the way the game runs, you get a little bit miffed with that. So I prefer to just show you all the little bits and so forth, and then people see it for its the realness of it, I guess. Some appreciate it, some don't. I don't know. That's cool, Trev, man. You're more than welcome, buddy. Always say hello, mate, you know. I am going to be now that the system is fully operational, everything's up and running, and I'm happy with it all, subject to the weather, because the temperatures at the minute here in the UK. I do want to stream more. I do want to be on more regular for you guys. So hopefully we can get to that once the weather stabilizes a little bit more. And we can make things even more enjoyable for everybody. Could join the Discord, Trev, because if you're not on there already, because we've started this kind of little thing, called it a community evening, where basically we just open up Planco chat, and anyone can join, anyone can say hello, anyone can pop in. If you just want to pop in, say hi and go, it's not an issue. But there's a few of us, the regulars, Nick, Dan, Darren and myself the other night, and Funky. Had a little chinwag about things, just had a look around the parks that we're building and what we have built over the years and stuff like that. I thought it was quite cool. So yeah. Ah, mate, well, you should join in. I think we're going to try and aim for Friday nights for an hour or two once I'm in from work. It kind of works for most people, because obviously if you're up at that time, it means you're staying up late. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not saying it will happen every week. I mean, I am exhausted most of the time. But we'll get there. Look at that now. All about the layers, guys. Layers, layers, layers. Just putting the tikis in with a couple of fountains. It's just brought that more to life, and it's kind of like zoned into the middle now of where they fly out. You're kind of looking down instead of just looking all around. Well, they're loving it. That's the main thing. Yeah, cool, man. I mean, 10 PM here, obviously Florida is, what, 5 PM? So, yeah, I might do late one on a Friday and an earlier one on a Wednesday or something along those lines, like tonight. And then whoever's about can join in and chat. But I really think that's starting to pop now. Oh, sweet, man. Where'd you fly into? Heathrow, Gatwick, or Manchester, or Birmingham? Birmingham, England? Sorry, whenever I think of Birmingham Airport, I always think of that. You know, Birmingham, Alabama. Is it Alabama? I think it's, I can't remember the film. Reese Witherspoon, I think. Where, I can't remember, I think Patrick Dempsey's in it as well, where she falls in love with her old husband who makes lightning glass structures and created a business and realised he wasn't a bum. Funny that, sounds familiar. Oh, Luton. Luton? Really? I didn't know this. Since when did Luton take flights to America? Oh, are you flying in somewhere else? It is Alabama, isn't it? Yeah. I wasn't taking the mickey either. I was just kind of trying to do it in Reese Witherspoon's accent. That was all. I always apologise to myself, don't I? That's one thing I've got to stop. Stop it. I'm just a nice guy. I just try to be nice all the time. Try to be. There we go. That's that bit done. Let's have a little ride. Double check it. Make sure there's nothing sticking through or anything. Luton, the gateway to the world. Well, they used to fly to America out there, out of Luton. Maybe they do now, I don't know. Like I said, I ain't been on a plane for a long time. Looking good. You don't really get to see much anyway, but it is what it is. It works. We've got to get some uprights through there. We've got to get some uprights around here. Don't be like that, dude. I'm not either. At least you can get on a plane. I'll do it next year. I'll have a holiday next year. That's the plan. Pay a load of this off and then have a holiday. Celebrate. Wow, we're up to 20 viewers, guys. Say hello. Hello, guys. Be nice to get 20 likes. But no, in today's stream, guys, we've pretty much carried on where we left off in the last stream. We've added these little tiki-tikis. Tiki-tiki. With some jets coming out of them just to make them look alive more than anything. Which I think works. And then we've also added the bamboo exterior finish to the flume, all the way down from the flume start, all the way down to the bottom, basically. So that's all looking lovely. So, guys, I am going to have to park it there because I am absolutely uncomfortable. It's unbelievable because of the heat. So my sincere apologies. But in the, it must be going, what, 2 hours now, roughly? Hour and 53. So, guys, thank you as always. It really is appreciated for joining the stream. Smash that like if you haven't already. It'd be great. Where do you reckon I'll go on holiday? Somewhere hot, somewhere all-inclusive, and somewhere on the beach. That's it. That's it. And it's facing the west, so that I get to sit on the beach with me sex on the beach, watching the sun go down, reading my book, and listening to me tunes. That would be the perfect holiday for me. 5 nights, maybe 7. Be nice. But no, guys, thank you very much for joining. It is very, very much appreciated. I hope you enjoy your trip to Rome. Dom, I hope you enjoy Luton, Trev. That's where I was born and bred. Don't look at me and then look at Luton. Keep them separate, please. I'm only joking. I miss my hometown sometimes. There is some lovely parts, especially where I was, and some surrounding areas. It was quite nice, so can't moan. Clearwater, Florida. Oh, I miss that place too. I've only ever been there once. I was 9, and we went to, I don't know if anyone knows it, but the Indian Ridge Resort. But bear in mind, this is 27 years ago. So I don't know if it's still called Indian Ridge. But no, you're more than welcome, guys. Absolute pleasure as always. And stay safe, be healthy, be happy. Something I read of Robin Williams today, and it said that the more you focus on the bad things in life, the least you expect good things to happen. Or the least you notice good things happening. So just remember, for every bad thing you're thinking, there's a good thing happening at the same time, but your focus is always on the bad thing. Just remember that, guys. Guys, have a lovely morning, evening, sleep, afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you very much for joining. I hope to be live tomorrow. We will see. It does all depend on the temperatures, guys, alright? So I can only apologise for that, but I'm happy with the amount of work we got done today. I reckon in the next stream we'll have all the bamboo completely finished. We'll have the ceiling sorted in the roof to the structure. We'll then got we've got blank off behind the toilets, and then we'll get all the vegetation done for that particular flume, and then we are done. So guys, I wish you all the best. Have a lovely evening. We'll see you in the next stream. If you're not a subscriber, please consider seeing these parts come to life in the next, who knows how many years. And guys, most importantly, smash the like. It'd be great. Have a lovely evening, guys. Signing off. See you all very, very soon.